Talk of the town has been Nubby's number factory recently. I'm a little late to the ship here, but everyone's been talking about this game. Streamers been playing this game. I tried it out and it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna play and see if anything crazy happens. I've won like twice now, and I gotta say it is pretty fun, especially for a game that's like $6, like the same as like a coffee nowadays. If you don't know what the general idea of this game is, it's just to meet the round goal on this side by popping these pegs down here. And at the top you'll see like progress and what you're getting closer towards. Each little divot is a round. So as you can see, after we beat this round, we'll get to a shop, which is great because then we can get items. And items are the core of what will help you survive in this game. They come up here. And one thing I like about this game is it's like you can lose pretty quickly, which I don't think is a bad thing, because it allows you to know when a run is bad and not like cling on to the hope that you're gonna get a good run later. So it wastes your time less, I would say. Most common strategy is to go for the highest peg because it lets you clear the round faster, and certain items are triggered by clearing the round goal. For us, our item is based on when a peg is halved, and every time we hit a peg it's halved. So every time a peg is halved, we get a 25 chance to double a random peg. Now we get to choose perks. Okay. Force trigger all first peg popped items. Nubby is still alive. 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. We could go for like a survival build. No, let's go for the zombie perk because, I mean, none of them are really gonna do too much for us right now. But this would be good if we get a bunch of like first peg pop things. This might be good because then it doubles. And I know Squirmy is good too, so because Squirmy turns into a better item. It says 1 in 50, but they're lying to you. I'll do Happy Seal for now because it seems like it works well with the tardigrade, but I wouldn't be surprised if this run dies. I feel like this game is really just like good to chill with. Like you can kind of just play it, and I wouldn't say not worry about anything, but like because there is some amount of like presence you have to have if you want to have a good run. But it's casual, which is nice. Everybody needs a casual game now and then instead of like, you know, playing some competitive multiplayer shit. I think there's a good balance you have to have, because eventually you'll just start getting stressed out. Like people who only play like competitive champion games and like 5v5s are just like stressed out. I'm gonna lose this run, which is fine. Oh no, I'm not. I lied. We do need a good shop coming up though. Oh, that was close. Okay. So we're gonna keep going until we get some kind of good run. But yeah, like just playing like competitive games, I can understand it being fun for some people, but it's just not my cup of tea. I was never like a multiplayer kid. I mean, I guess when I was younger I was playing like Destiny and stuff like that, but never like a ton of like PvP. Because in my head it would just stress me out more. I guess we'll go for Cactus. Nice. I have a profound ability in this game to thread the needle through every single peg and get the worst drop possible. See, like, I wanted to hit the 16 there, and I just, like, didn't. I tend to play, like, single-player games. Like, even just on this channel, I tend to play single-player games most of the time. That's just because I just want to chill, man. Like, I feel like when you add more people into the situation, yeah, if you find the right people, it'll be good. But, I don't know. I guess I'm just not good at, like, networking. So I tend to just chill and play games by myself. That's why I play a lot of retro games. In recent news, as of when I'm filming this, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct happened like 2 days ago, and it looked really good. And then after the direct, everybody noticed like, hey, they didn't talk about prices at all. And then Twitter was like, hey, they're gonna make games like $80, $90, and there's independent price points, which is like fine in some way, but like at the same time you're paying $450, which is cheaper than I thought the Nintendo Switch 2 was gonna be. But like honestly, the fact that it's like $80 to $90 games is kind of like $70 is already past my price point. Like it gets to the point where I really want to have the game in order for me to buy it, because $70 is not a small amount of money. And I was watching some videos on like people's thoughts of it, and Max Dude was talking about how like he was like, yeah, this same kind of thing happened in the 90s, right? Where there wasn't any standardized pricing, and there was kind of just like it wasn't a free-for-all in terms of pricing, but corporations were like pushing it because they knew people were going to buy these games, which is kind of feels like that's what Nintendo's doing now. But I don't know, like I'm trying to keep a finger on the pulse of whether or not I'm even going to consider getting a Switch 2, because it is not seeming cheap. The pointer is a really good item. Squirmy hasn't evolved yet, which needs to happen soon. Oh, there we go. Just gotta complain a little. Now we're gonna start getting some good points off of him. But all the games they presented for the Switch 2 looked like really good. I know like it's not necessarily like of the greatest quality just because of the nature of the hardware, but like I think it's good for casual players. But I think if it's like the one system you have, I don't know, but like my whole thing though is that it's expensive as hell. Like I don't know if it's going to be more expensive than like how much people are paying for like games on the PS5, but it doesn't seem like, I don't know, it's getting to the point where it seems like price gouging, because first party Nintendo games are going to be way expensive. That Donkey Kong game looked sick though, and I've never even been a fan of like the Donkey Kong 64s and stuff like that. But the Mario Odyssey team did such a good job with that game that like I played it, and I'm not even like a huge collectathon player. It's one of those games that has pretty wide appeal, that and Mario Kart. And I think Nintendo knows that, which is why they are starting, ooh, this could be good, instant upgrade. And it goes back to that sense of like the fact that Nintendo's taking advantage of the fact that like they're like, you're gonna pay for this. Because a lot of the people who were fans of the games when they were younger are like diehard fans now, so they know they're just gonna pay whatever the hell it costs. They're not gonna feel good about it, but they're not gonna care. And it sucks that that's the way it is, because it kind of backs players into a corner, and we try to like tell ourselves that that's just the way it is now, when it doesn't have to be, you know? Like, they're the ones setting the precedent, right? But anyways, like I am excited about the games that are going to come as a result of this. Like the fact that like FromSoft has like a new IP coming out that is similar to Bloodborne is pretty great, even considering I'm like not even a Bloodborne fan. I don't even know if I'm going to use that perk that much. It's just nice to see new stuff from Software, especially so quickly. Like, we didn't expect them to have a good, like a new game this quickly. They're still talking about Night Rain, so From Software is really like pumping it out from what I'm seeing. The fact that it is exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna suck though. Like, I don't know if there's gonna be like exclusivity deals where it's like after a year it'll stop being exclusive. I hope that's the case though. Otherwise it's gonna be trapped like Bloodborne was on the PS4. Which, I don't think it hurts the discoverability, but it hurts the access the audience has to it for obvious reasons. And it's like, this is completely off topic, or more in line with Nintendo and their prices. Nintendo is very, I don't know if litigious is the right word. They're very like serious about emulating games, and they want to stop people from like pirating games. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. Of course they're gonna do that. They're the company, right? But at the same time, it's like, why are you gonna make your games more expensive in response to people doing that? Like you. I'm sorry. Let me take a second before I start stuttering up a storm. You go through all this effort to say you want to eliminate these things by like you're getting rid of like personal projects that people have, like fan projects, and you're targeting emulators and stuff like that. But then at the same time, instead of encouraging people to like buy your games by like lowering the prices, you just up the prices, and you make the excuse that maybe like, oh, since the console isn't super expensive, then they're gonna, you know, buy it and have to buy the games, which just like doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me. It sounds like the antithesis of what they're going for. It doesn't really support what I think they should be doing. Because like they're not, I don't think they're hurting for money, right? Nintendo's doing pretty good, and they're still pulling stuff like this. The run might end here, actually. We gotta get something going here. Force triggers all items that summon anything. Triggers a hyper beam, summons. Can do that. Well, let's do this. I don't think we're gonna make it that far. Especially if our pegs keep getting halved. Need some doubles on some high numbers. Okay, that was a pretty runaway round. But I don't know. I'm overall, I'd say I'm excited about the possibilities that the Nintendo Switch 2 brings, but at the same time, I don't know if I'll be participating just because of the price points, right? Like, just not hospitable for me to partake in this time. Cheese House. We're past the point where Cheese House is good. I need to expand. Pass round goal creates a chain bolt that pops a cluster of pegs. Pegs halved. Do I have many pegs halved things? I don't. Well, 2 pegs halved. See, the seal now would be pretty nice. Please don't fall down there. Okay. Okay, so the more we bounce, it seems like the better we are getting. Ooh, that round gimmick saved me there. But right now I've been focusing on, like, the games I've been playing have been usually like retro games. I've been using the site retro achievements just to like have more fun with it. That was an okay run, but not great. We need to see some really good runs here. I think for now I'm gonna adopt like a less heavily edited style. Like, there might be some cuts and stuff, but I don't know. Dancing Dino is kind of just a goated item for me recently. Like, I don't know why. Maybe I've just gotten lucky with the doubles. But like, I want to be more consistent because it's definitely been a long time since I've uploaded. And you know, I tend to take these breaks. If you've watched me before, you know that I'm anything but consistent. Ooh, chaotic perk. Get past the round goal. Force triggers item in slot 5 twice. That's pretty good. I mean, we don't have slot 5 unlocked yet, and we don't have an item for slot 5, but I'm sure once we get those things, it'll be good. Pass round goal for jacks. Peg to have random. One random peg gives plus 20 points. That's pretty good early, but I don't see it being good now, and I don't really have. I don't know. This one might not. This one might not have legs, but that's okay. I feel like a lot of the fun in this game is getting to see a run take off. Like you'll add one thing and it'll randomly like make your run super good. Okay, really? Okay, like we're just absolute dookie pulls right now. Alright, that was good. But like, no other system is dropping anything, right? Like, not that I've noticed, and it's mainly just been like I've mainly just seen Nintendo. That's been the most recent thing gaming-wise, other than like other game updates. So it's like Nintendo has the floor, and for them to make a decision that's pretty jarring for most of the community, because like, I don't know if Nintendo's always been price friendly, but they tend to. I mean, they definitely weren't in the past, but I feel like they've been okay. For them to decide to be so, like, pricey, like, it's definitely a decision, is all I'll say. And I'm a huge fan of Bravely Default, so when I saw that HD remaster, I was like, yo, that's sick. But at the same time, it's like, it's only going to be on Switch. That is not coming to PC. They're just not going to do that. And that sucks because I'm not dropping $450 to pay even more money. Alien. A random peg emits a Cosmo Blast. When a peg is popped by a Cosmo Blast, it counts as 2 pegs popped instead of 1. Okay. Marker again. Jake the Snake is always good. All pegs that have the same number will be doubled. Let's go with the runaway doubling kind of stuff. That was just the worst. I don't think this run is gonna make it out of here. Oh, never mind. Good doubles. Oh, I shouldn't even put this in there because I can't really do anything about it. Power outage is gonna suck. This might tank our run here, actually. Oh no, we're good. If Nubby dies in less than 1.5 seconds, trigger 1, 2, and 3. Or 15 pegs popped, cause all numbers of pegs pop. Neither of these are too great right now. Nice, that 1024 came out of nowhere. Part of my voice cracking, I don't know. One day I'll be a fully grown man. Are you, like... I just don't even understand how it's possible. It just doesn't seem like the ball is small enough to do that. Let's go back and see one of these characters. So I got this last time I played. I don't really know what the deal with it is. I know what the squid item is, and it basically copies whatever item is left of it. But we'll see. See if we can get a good run going here. I feel like the extra characters make it a little bit easier. It feels like this game is going for like an Isaac approach to like items and characters, which is like a good model, especially when your game is different enough to set itself apart. Well, that is a lot of cacti. know if this is gonna go anywhere. Hopefully that metamorphosizes pretty quickly. Can I get an okay board for like once in my life? I'm gonna have a conniption. Ray gun perk is pretty good. It is like a peg fully popped thing, but we should be going for that anyway since we want to pop as many pegs as possible. We can upgrade Squirmy now, which might be the play. Pass round goal. This is kind of a runaway item. If you notice I'm talking exactly like Northern Lion does, it's because that's all I've been watching. Shout out to my main bald guy. Actually, let's put this here. It's very nice that we got an upgraded butterfly here, because now that means we're getting okay points if we play the game. Yeah, there we go. Putting that in slot 3 is actually pretty smart. Now we just gotta... That's crazy, okay. I'm not even gonna jinx it by saying we might have something, even though I kind of just did. The whole thing with people saying, like, hey, I'm not gonna jinx it, and then they say that thing that they weren't gonna say, is like, that sucks. It shouldn't apply to the rule. Like, clearly I'm trying to avoid it, so you'd think they would respect that. And by they I mean the jinx. I just need a straight up and down on this this 512 here. Next thing we're gonna need is either a squid or a peg enhancer. Or maybe jacks. I'll take jacks too. If the first peg popped is the highest number, multiplied total score. 1 in 2 chance to double all pegs. I might reroll here actually. I like Jake the Snake, but it's like at the same time, it's 1 in 2, so you just have a... Pregnancy test. Nubby gives birth to a copy of himself. That sounds really good. I've seen this item, but I don't really know the full breadth of what it does. But I assume having a second ball would be pretty good, no? Now if we get a squid, we can have, what, like 3 nubbies? Ray gun perk, more chance. I've used the drainer perk in a really good run, but it also killed me near the end because I kept losing points. You have to have a really good like ability to keep those points in order to sustain the loss caused by that perk as well. Thank you. All the high number pegs are all covered up. Yeah, having 2 nubbies seems kind of busted. I kind of love the aesthetic of this game. It's kind of like very modern. And by modern, I mean like in the sense where it's like not Gen Alpha, but like Gen Z humor and like aesthetic. Like I look like I could be friends with Octoni. Random peg will explode. We have some good money right now, so we can afford to... Okay, squid. Squid is good, and also this is good. Non-upgraded version of the item to the left of me. We want to do this, right? 4 nubbies. Alright, now we can't. Now with 4 nubbies, we can't lose. This run has promise, and I really hope it works out because it looks really cool. I think now what we should get is something for passing the round goal and just increasing points from then on. Floody can be phased out later. We're not getting like board clears or anything like that, but 4 nubbies is pretty busted. Give me a good perk. If the round started 1.5 seconds ago and Nubby dies, so does the copy dying count as Nubby dying? Like one of the copies? Because then this could trigger really quickly. 15 pegs popped triggers all pegged popped items. We'll go with this for now. Just because of the possibilities, right? 25 chains, 1, 2, and 3. We should move this over. Should have these over here since this can't be force triggered. It is triggering. I'm seeing it trigger, so got another squid. We could do more Nubby, is what I'm hearing. Or we can upgrade the squid. Because then it'll upgrade into the upgraded version, I think? Upgraded version for the rest of the round. Or I could... I mean, we'll do this for now. And then we'll... There we go. We'll... We have a pretty good chance. I kind of want to upgrade this. So we'll save and upgrade that. Yeah, now we got a lot of nubbies going on. The upgraded pregnancy test gives 2 copies. I'm trying to think if that would have been more or less. Damn, we're damn near board clearing. Let's go. That Nubby dies thing is doing pretty good. Now that we have more space to play with, another item could be good because we can trigger it pretty quickly with the speedy perk. Considering we have so many Nubbies and they're dying pretty frequently. I mean, it depends on how good the round is, to be fair, how good the board is. Jacks could be good. I'm not going to be able to afford it, but I might save it. We'll just save that for now, and then we'll unlock 7. Can't really get anything here. No, I was hoping for the thing that gives you more money for how many lives you have. I think we need some pointage. We need some value enablers. Because like we have pretty good points, right? Or an upgrade to the dino could be good too. Because like we're at a point in this run where it doesn't really matter where we shoot because there's going to be enough balls to kind of get away with it. We kind of need a doubler. Nubby hits wall twice. We should go for that. Doubles 4 random pegs whose number is less than 32. But it creates survivability though, because those can then have a chance to be multiplied by Dancing Dino. But I mean, it has to compete with also getting like jumped by 18 Nubbies. So I'll keep it frozen for now. See if anything good comes up on the reroll. It absolutely does not. We're like halfway through the run. I don't think strawberries are going to be that good. I would love a kebab perk, but can't really do much. Plus, my rightmost item can't be force triggered anyways. Holiday cheer, always good. Oh, okay, well, it copied a low number, which is why that, we're not getting any pointage there. Give me something good. First peg pop force triggers all items in odd numbered slots. So 1, 3, 5. I mean, force triggers leftmost item. No. For 10 pegs pop. I mean, that's... I can't. Might have been the right choice to actually go for the money there, because I can't force trigger pregnancy test. Like I said, we're looking for the ability to get more points. Floody's doing pretty good, but it's one of those items that needs to really prove their worth. Dancing Dino. Gonna have to put Friendly Rock on hold again. Gives one random pegs 20 points. Yes. Give me those 2 coins. So now we can get the rock. And even though we're not hitting walls there, in other situations we would be. That definitely increases the amount of pegs that stay up, as long as we are in a spot where it can, you know, benefit. Yeah, now these pegs are a lot stronger. Which is good, because it means more points for us, but now we gotta start going on the offensive. Gotta find the balance between making the pegs survivable and making Nubby more survivable. Dancing Dino's going nuts now. Now we have Dancing Dino Plus. Nubby dies, force trigger one random Nubby dies item again. I don't have any Nubby dies items. I'm so afraid to take this. No, I'll take the money because, like, I just don't have anything that's worth it, and the money can give us more opportunities to upgrade. Another squid, that's what I'm looking for. Even more nubbage, right? 2 pegs pop, give 5 points. It might be time for a replacement for Floody, but I think doing it too early is going to be scary. Pops the lowest number peg twice. I think Ton of Feathers could be good if we have an ability to upgrade it. And now that we have Rock on 7, it should be triggered more. Cheese House we don't need. I would love to be able to do Kebab perk, but I don't think I can. So we get 3 coins from those if we have... I kind of want to upgrade the rock, see what it turns into. That's a lot of procs, because everything was in between the wall there. Might be worth it to pick up, Dancing Dino's going nuts, because Nubby bounced a billion times there. I just want to see how long this will go on. One of those, things was 2.9 million. Looks like we have a crane game coming up. We could try our luck with that. Another thing I've been trying to do recently, I got a guitar from a pretty good estate sale. Or no, I got this one from the thrift store. Look at that. 8. Yes, but I got a guitar at an estate sale. Or no, from the thrift shop for like $30, and it's in pretty good condition. Can I get positive, please? Hell yeah. Well, that counts. Positive enough. So I've been trying to learn how to play guitar, and it's been going. It's been going. There's a lot of nubbies. If we can make Nubby survive more, then we can definitely get this to work out. It's kind of scary here, though, because we're not hitting round goal. Maybe it's smart to not hit the highest peg first, because then it gives it a chance to double. Yeah, there we go. It was at 131k for a second there. But yeah, playing the guitar it's been fun to play little tunes and stuff, but at the same time it's like some of the chords, it's like my hands just don't work like that. I've had pretty like my hands are fine, right? But at the same time I'm just not very mobile, I guess. So like I've been trying to learn how to like play different chords, and some of them are just so hard to like stretch my finger across the fretboard. And I know there's like apparently there's like a million different ways to play the guitar, and I know that, but like at the same time it's like, geez man, it's just a little hard. It's one stream of I-Core for every time Nubby has died in this game. When a peg is hit by I-Core, pass round goal items and perks will trigger. That's a lot of broken socket triggers. And I think it might be good for to get rid of Floody now. Even though we're not gonna get anything for this being in 2 because it can't be force triggered. That's certainly a lot of stuff happening, but I don't know exactly what just happened. This might be the end of the run here. Let's start up here and then hope these double down here. No! Alright. Well, that run had some legs. I'd say it was a viable run. Maybe I just made a wrong decision getting rid of Floody so early. But I think that was a good enough run to end out on. We'll keep trying to get a win on the channel here. Funny Nubby noises. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.